Hello, happy spring equinox. I have a massive headache. It's massive. If I had never experienced a migraine before, I would think this is a migraine. But I have a really important message for you, so I'm gonna try to share it with you. This is the silliest thing I've ever done. This is an energetic headache. I don't get them anymore. Ever since I've done the inner work and cleared the shadows and regulated my nervous system, I don't get headaches anymore. That's not a thing. I used to get them all the time. And then I healed myself and I don't get them anymore. So the fact that this is coming in so big. So I did all the things. I stretched. I rolled my neck out. I ate food. I had caffeine. I had water. I took a nap. That was like a coma. I mean, I was out. Headache still here. It's pounding. So I'm going to read from the notebook because I meditated and I said, why? What is going on? Because this is odd for me to have a headache like this. So I'm going to share with you because it feels really important, because happy spring equinox day. This is all about the spring equinox and it's wild. So here you go. The energy today. And I asked my guides, why do I feel like this? Like, show me what's happening. Oh God, it's like right here. Please let me know in the comments if you're having a headache too, if that's odd for you and you're having a headache. It's like here and third eye area and all of my crown. It's like this weird stripe. I'm not sure I've ever had a headache like this. And all this like third eye, and it's reverberating out to like right here. It's so weird. Okay, here's what they said. They showed me a lot of things. So there's a couple of quotes directly from them. So like I'll do the stupid thing when it's actual quotes from the guides, because the rest of it is showing me, it was all imagery, because the headache is so bad. I'm having a really hard time focusing. And I think that they knew that because, well, they know everything. But I wouldn't be able to take their normal messages and like interpret them down into 3D language. So it was all imagery, and I just wrote and I wrote and I wrote. And there's a couple of scratches on here in the notebook, like just a couple, like not a lot, where I would write something and they said no. And I said, okay, so I scratched it out. And then they gave me like a different image that got me the right verbiage, because remember, the verbiage is really important. Okay. One cluster of energy. This is one, I saw two big clusters of energy. This is the whole planet, the whole world right now, okay? One, and this could be very United States specific. I can see that, but I was specifically told this is the whole world. There's things, deeper downloads is almost done. And I can share it all. We might even be able to do it next week. We'll see. It's the whole world. You'll be able to tell. It will resonate with you who this is talking about. One cluster of energy. People, groups of people, shuffling a lot of things around, rushed, panicked, bright lights, and I heard artificial light, casting a lot of shadows. It was very bright, but uncomfortably bright in all of these different rooms I was seeing. It was like always in rooms, never outside. So the artificial light is casting a lot of shadows, a lot of contrast with the attempt to shed light on things. The light is now casting shadows because what the light reveals is creating a self-resistance in some. The shadows are self-created because some did not get the results, and I also heard answers, that they were hoping for. So they split their energy into revealing, like gotcha moments, right? Like, aha, like I found it, I gotcha. And shadows for hiding part of the truths that were revealed. I heard, I'm not supposed to adjust, they are. Like I literally heard somebody repeating that over and over again. Like they got some sort of information and they're like, I'm not supposed to adjust, they are. Like this isn't fair because I knew that they were wrong. It's like that kind of energy. It's really wild. Right? I'm not supposed to adjust, they are. So even when faced with the facts, with the information of what's going on, they're like, absolutely not, because that's not how this is supposed to be. They're really stuck on that expectation of how whatever it is they're doing was supposed to go. So every victory they perceive is tinted in deceit, perceived by them as tainted with failure. The mess in the closet is now so big that they have generally lost capacity to pay attention to others. They won't be able to see their own downfalls. The other cluster of energy is like angelic, very ethereal. It was wild. It was just the absolute opposite of what was going on. It was crazy. I saw a lot of divine feminine and divine masculine, very, very angelic, and not literally angelic of the angelic realm, just like angelic-esque, okay? Lots of divine feminine and divine masculine energy kind of floating around the edges slash perimeter. I heard both of those words, and it felt like they were like at a boundary, starting on the outside of the boundary, right? And then like, it's so funny. My guides are showing me now, like my dog, when she goes outside and I let her out in the yard, she'll go around the whole boundary all along the fence before she plays in the middle. And that's kind of what they were doing. They were going along some sort of like perceived boundary on the outside, but like slowly working their way in, almost like a spiral, kind of a circle, but like so slowly, because they were like, anyway, let me finish reading this. This is so crazy. Okay. They are singing in etheric voices. Like all of them are singing. They're happy. They're at peace. It's not like happy like, I'm so excited. It's happy just like, I'm so happy. It's like that. And they're literally like, all of them are singing. It feels almost like a chant, like an energy, like it's part of the energy, like it's very important they do this, but they're singing in these etheric voices. There's literally no way that I could describe what that sounds like. There's that energy just simply won't come down into 3D, but it was unbelievable. They're filled with joy and light. These are souls, by the way. These are souls. These are non-physical beings. Yeah, non-physical beings. They feel like the definition of peace, floating around in a very large circle, like Earth-sized circle, and they're circling in closer and closer in this beautiful dance, all while singing. They are transmuting the light, that harsh artificial light, into something smooth. That light casts no shadows, like their light casts no shadows. So all will be revealed to those with their eyes open. So anybody who has their eyes open, you don't have to look for it. Just if your eyes are open, if you're generally like, I want to see what's going on, like you're not looking for the answer you want, but you're just like looking to understand, all of those people will see. So basically the light casts no shadows. Sorry, it's so hard to concentrate. So their light, because it casts no shadows, when it covers like a blanket over the artificial light, anything that was in a shadow is then revealed to anybody with their eyes open. Okay. They are closing in, covering all parts of the earth matrix and that soft, with that soft blanket of light. Okay, this is the last part. It is up to the humans now, how they choose to respond. Will they hold more dark by holding onto it with focus, like their focus and attention? Or will they hold more light by holding onto it with their focus and attention? And this is in quotes, so from the guides. You may choose to move forward, or you may choose to dwell on the sins of the past. But you can, sins is very interesting. It felt like the word sin, like without, right? So like without meaning like not your true self, not your true form. Like that's how the energy felt. Not sins like of religion, just like when you are without who your true self is. Anyway, have fun unpacking that. Okay, so if you choose to dwell on the sins of the past, okay, so you may choose to move forward or you may choose to dwell on the sins of the past, but you cannot choose both, for they are diverging paths. When you choose to move forward, the universe balances out all energy. When you dwell on the wrongdoings of others, you wrap yourself up in their consequences. The universe will balance it out, y'all. We don't have to say, I want retribution. I mean, I understand that. I mean, I'm human too. Hello. Look at me. Hello. But we don't have to figure those things out. We don't have to focus on that, because everything gets balanced. Literally everything. It's not a choice. It has to happen, okay? It's like a law of our existence. Okay, I'm gonna read that again though. When you choose to move forward, the universe balances out all energy. When you dwell on the wrongdoings of others, you wrap yourself up in their consequences. And they said the headache that I'm feeling is the contrast, the pull, the extreme pressure before the dam breaks. I don't have a time frame on it because it's all free will based, right? But it's happening. Like, I feel like these angelic forces, and they're not actually angels, but these souls with this like ethereal kind of feeling, they're here now. They're circling. It's happening now in the equinox. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me how you're doing. Love you.